This runway is 527 meters long. It sits on the edge of a cliff at 9,000 feet. There's no instrument approach, no radar, and if you miss it, there is no go around. Today, I'm landing here. Tenzing-Hillary Airport, Lukla, Nepal. Consistently voted one of the most dangerous airports in the world, and for good reason. The runway is 527 meters at sea level. That sounds fine, except you're not at sea level. You're at 9,334 feet. The air is thin, your engine is working harder, and your stopping distance is longer. The slope is 11.7%. The runway is tilted. You'll land uphill, which helps you stop. But if you overshoot the top, you go off a cliff. Literally. There's a sheer drop at the end of runway 06. And go-arounds? Forget it. Once you're on shore final, the mountain is behind you and the valley drops away in front. You are committed. There is one option. Land. Real accidents have happened here. Pilots have overshot, come in too fast, too high, in bad weather. This is not a place for mistakes. Today, I'm flying this in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The aircraft, Cessna 208 Bravo Grand Caravan, single turboprop, excellent shore field performance, and one of the most satisfying aircraft to fly in this sim. The plan is simple. Fly the visual approach into Lukla, sit down on that 527-meter strip, and walk away in one piece. Weather, clear, valley, haze, morning light. No assist. If I mess this up, I mess it up on camera. Let's go. Look at this valley. Mountains on both sides closing in. This is the Solukhumbu region, the gateway to Everest. And somewhere up ahead, carved into that hillside, is a runway. Real pilots fly this approach visually. No ILS, no instrument guidance. You read that terrain, you follow the valley, and you do not lose sight of the strip. At this altitude, the air is already noticeably thin. The caravan is working harder than usual, margins are smaller. There it is, you see that? That tiny strip on the side of the mountain? That's Lukla. Flaps coming down, speed back to 80 knots. Committing to the approach now. This is where it gets serious. Every correction is mine. Flap full, power back slightly. The valley walls are gone. It's just a strip now. One shot, no go around. If I overshoot that threshold, I go off the other end. Short final, here we go. Power idle, flare, and touchdown. Main wheel contact, no brakes, hard, reverse thrust. The slope is helping, but this thing doesn't stop itself at altitude. Airspeed is bleeding off. Clear, that's it. Full stop. 9,300 feet, 527 meters, no instrument approach, no second attempt. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was genuinely uncomfortable, right up until the wheels were on. That's Lukla. That's why pilots talk about this place. So let's talk about how the sim handled that, because this is miniPilot. We don't just fly, we review. The terrain mesh in MSFS 2024 is genuinely impressive here. The valley, the slope of the runway, the drop at the end. It all looks right. The caravan's performance at altitude felt accurate too. Noticeably less power than at sea level, which kept me honest on their approach. One thing was worth knowing, Lukla has no PAPI lights, no instrument approach, nothing. In real life, you fly this entirely by eye. The sim reflects that, and it makes the approach genuinely uncomfortable, which is exactly how it should feel. Overall, MSFS 2024 does Lukla justice. If you want to practice high altitude short field landings, this is the one to load up. If you made it this far, thank you. Genuinely. Drop a comment below and let me know if you've flown Lukla and how your landing went. Next time, we're going somewhere even more ridiculous. I'll leave it at that. Subscribe if you're new, like if this was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.